Hello, this is Chetan Narula reporting for Cricket World, and my current pit stop is the Pallekele International Cricket Ground on the outskirts of Kandy. This is our last trip or the last stop in Kandy or in Pallekele just before the end of this tour. We are here for the third ODI between India and Sri Lanka. The second ODI also happened at this ground on Thursday, but now we are starting to wind down the tour with just 3 matches to go in Colombo after the game tomorrow, that is on Sunday. Let's just wind up what's happened in the first 2 ODIs. Here it's a beautiful ground, beautiful setting. As you can see, India have a 2-0 lead. Before anything, I should tell you that a 2-0 series lead in this 5 ODI contest, and behind me is the Sri Lankan team playing football. Despite the 2 losses, they look pretty upbeat to me, and it's a gorgeous setting. As I've said earlier, it's a gorgeous setting for some ODI cricket. Under lights, the stadium looks exceptionally beautiful. Let's just talk about what's let's talk about what's happened in terms of cricket in this series. So for the first ODI in Dambulla, India, had a comprehensive 9-wicket win. They restricted Sri Lanka to just 216. Sri Lanka was scoring well. Their openers had gotten them to 150 for 3. The top 3 batsmen, in fact, put on a 100 partnership, got to 150 for 3. Looked like they could kick on in terms of runs, reach 280, 290, but then the last 7 wickets collapsed for just 66 odd runs, and they were restricted to 216. Shikhar Dhawan scored his third 100 on the tour. He has 2 Test 100 already, and then he scored an ODI 100 in Dambulla as well. Virat Kohli got into the act too. He got a half century, and India won by 9 wickets, a comprehensive win. But most of all, it was the biggest ODI victory in terms of balls remaining, and they had 21.1 overs remaining in their innings when they crossed the finish line. The second game here in Dambulla, in Kandy, in Pallekele, was a bit more close. Perhaps it was the only game which has been very, very thrilling on this tour. It's been that sort of a tour. It went the distance for a change thanks to some rain, but also thanks to Akila Dhananjay, who got married just before the second ODI on Wednesday, and on Thursday, with all the Sri Lankan supporters here, he wanted them to party as well. He wanted them to have a good time as well on account of his wedding celebrations. So what did Akila Dhananjay do? Well, Sri Lanka, once again restricted for 230 odd. They made a slower start, kept losing regular wickets, and restricted to 237, I think, and their eventual target for India was 231 runs. In 47 overs, there was some rain. 3 overs were deducted due to Duckworth Lewis for the Indian innings. And then Rohit Sharma and Shikhar Dhawan had a fantastic start. They put on a 100-run partnership, and then India lost 7 wickets. Akila Dhananjay took his maiden 5-wicket haul, took 6 wickets in the space of 21 balls, with just giving away 11 runs. In 1 over, he took out Kedar Jadhav, KL Rahul and Virat Kohli, all 3 batsmen in the space of 5 balls. He bowled them with 3 googlies. So it was such an intense game. India were reduced to 131 for 7, and the last 100 runs were made by MS Dhoni and Bhuvneshwar Kumar. Bhuvneshwar Kumar scoring his maiden half century, and MS Dhoni holding the fort at the other end, showing that he still has it in him to finish matches with the tail or with middle order batsmen or with anybody. He can finish matches still, and it was his intent of playing in the 2019 World Cup, which was underlined once again. Now we have the third ODI on Sunday. India, again, they didn't really have a great practice session today. They had an optional practice, so it shows the confidence inside that team. They'll continue their experimentation. We might see some changes in the batting order again. Might not see any changes in the playing 11 because the series is yet to be won, and they have a golden chance to take a 3-0 series lead here tomorrow. For Sri Lanka, the news is not that great. Upul Taranga has been suspended again for 2 matches. He was suspended in the Champions Trophy when he was standing in for Angelo Matthews for slow over rate against South Africa. Now he's been banned again for slow over rate against India. So 2 matches banned, which means Dinesh Chandimal comes back into the side. He's been included in the squad. He'll probably bat at number 4. But again, the surprise is Chandimal, who is the test skipper, he will not lead Sri Lanka. It will be Chamara Kapugedra, who was the vice captain in the first 2 matches. But Sri Lanka really will be buoyed by the fact that they have challenged India finally. It's taken a long time on this tour, but they finally challenged India. But can they continue, and can they avoid giving India a 3-0 series lead. I'll be back with more updates, but from the next pit stop, which is the last leg of this tour, and that is in Colombo.